Thank you for joining HIIT class once again on a Wednesday. It's going to be pretty similar to last week. We're going to change up the movements, but we're going to generally keep the same structure, about 3 different work sets, 4 exercises within each one. Please remember to mute yourself if you can and pin me to your screen. This will be recorded on YouTube, so we don't want your face or voice or anything on there if you don't want it to be. If you don't remember, my name is Joe. If this is your first time here, my name is Joe. I'm a coach with Exos out here in Phoenix. And I just want you to hop in today, give me your best try. If any of these movements are a little difficult, I'll go over a few variations to make them more doable. But our main goal is to just not stop moving unless there's a designated break. We just want to keep moving and take short breaks. So without further ado, we will get into some warm-ups, maybe take about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll get into the work sets. So make sure you have some water, possibly a towel. We don't need any equipment. This is all just body weight to make it easier for everybody at home. So yeah, let's get started. We'll start with some warm-ups. First things first, we'll go onto the floor. We'll start back on our heels. This is kind of how we start, at least how I like to start every session. I just think this is a great position to kind of stretch our back and our stomach out. So we'll just reach forward on the floor. Try to keep your butt on your heels, but we're going to reach with our arms, get a nice stretch. And then once we're here, let's raise our arms straight up like that using our shoulder one at a time. We want to raise our arm off the ground, maybe just a few inches. And we're going to try to keep our thumbs pointed towards the ceiling. And we're just going back and forth. We want the movement to initiate from the shoulder muscle. Good. 2 more. Good. All right, let's switch up to hands and knees. So we go shoulders right over the wrists and hips right over the knees. What we're going to do is take one arm and we're going to reach through the gap. And we're going to twist our torso and then come all the way back to the beginning. And we're just going to go about 5 each side. And we're trying to keep our hips stable. We don't want them to sway. We want to reach, twist our torso, and then come back. And maybe each time you do it, you can twist a little farther. But we want to move our torso around, twist it up a little bit. Oh, good. A few more. Just keep trying to reach right through that gap. Oh, good, right there. All right, so same position. We'll do hands, knees. Make sure our back is nice and flat, nice and neutral. And we're going to do a bird dog, or in other words, we're going to bring one hand up and then do the opposite leg, just like this. Okay, so we still have 2 points of contact, but we're lifting the other 2. And we're going to switch back and forth. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Utilize your glute to kick back and pretend there was a wall behind you. And you're trying to kick it with your heel, not your toes. And we're just working on stability, getting these muscles to turn on. Do a few more. Good. All right. So halfway through warm-up, let's stay in the same position. We have a lot down here today. We're going to do a fire hydrant. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to take one of our legs, keep it in a 90-degree angle, and we're going to lift it up to the side just like a dog on a fire hydrant. So let's give it 8 on this side. 2, 3. Good. Again, we're trying to just utilize the muscle. We don't want to be twisting our hips all over the place. Good. About 6 to 8. Let's go the other side. All right. Good. We're using the outside hip muscles. Even a few of these can start to get those muscles sore. So let's do about 6 to 8 and pause. All right, let's flip to our backs. We're going to do some glute bridges on our backs, nice and comfortable. Legs bent, just like this. And what we're going to do, hands down to the side or out wide. And we're going to thrust our hips up, just like that, till we're pretty straight. Utilize your glutes and come back down. Let's just do 6 more. Go up, hold, down. Up and hold, down. A few more. Good. 1 more for good measure. All right. So we're going to get into our last warm up. But this one, we got to stand up, catch yourself a deep breath. We're going to do some hand walks with a push up. So this one's going to be a lot of up and down. It's going to get your heart rate a little bit higher, which is exactly what we want right before the workout. So first things first, we want to reach and just do a hamstring stretch. Try to touch your toes or get close to it, and then start walking the hands out slowly. And when you're at a top push-up position, try to go down into the push-up and come back up. Start walking your hands. We'll stand up, take a deep breath. So let's go 4 more. Here we go. Down, walk, and give me that push-up. And keep going. This is going to get our heart rates a little higher. Just don't forget to breathe at the top. Good. Good. Really starting to get the body a little looser. We'll go one last one, and then we'll get going. Woo. All right. So catch whatever breath you need. Grab some water before we get into it. Our first work set. I will explain each movement during the break after the previous one. That way we don't have to try and memorize so much. What we are starting with is mountain climbers. Everybody should know those, but this is more of a cardio, kind of for cardio purposes. We're going to get the heart rate up. So for mountain climbers, top plank position, and we're almost just running with our knees, tucking them up under the chest. So maybe about 30 seconds and we'll get going. I'm going to grab my timer. All right, here we go. I'll count you down and we're going to start with mountain climbers. We're going to stick to 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. If you can't hear the beep, I'll try my best to yell as well, kind of inform you when the beep is coming. So here we go. In 3, 2, 3. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Mountain climbers. And we're just working 40 seconds. This is going to get the heart rate up right off the bat. And then we'll calm down a little bit. Work on some other movements. And you're just trying to get those knees up to the chest. Good. Halfway. Stay nice and strong in your torso. We don't want to be hunched, right? No hunchbacks. We don't want to be sagging our hips down towards the floor. Nice and straight. Engage the core and keep moving. You have 5 seconds. That's easy. 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right. Moving on. Supermans. What we're going to do is Superman arm sweep. So Superman is on our stomach. We are going to lift feet and our arms, and we're going to sweep our arms all the way to the back, all the way to the front. Our goal is to keep going. And here we go. Let's go down. Superman, go ahead and lift up and start sweeping those arms. And we're going to try to hold ourselves up and just keep the arms going. Good. So no need for speed. Use your back muscles to hold you up. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your face off of the floor. And just keep swinging those arms. Try to tap them behind you and tap them up front. Good. 3 seconds, almost there. 2, 1, and break. Awesome. Going on to the third one. These are called hand release push-ups. It is a normal push-up, but we are going to take our hands off of the floor at the bottom and then push up. Come down, hands off the floor, and push up. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So start on your stomach, hands up, and then push. Come back down, hands off, and then push. If push-ups are a little troublesome for you, we can go normal push-ups, or you can even go about halfway down and come back up. But let's try to get some sort of push-up. Halfway, 20 seconds. Keep going. Hands off the floor, and then push. This way we can engage our back a little bit more. We're almost doing a small row at the bottom. In 3, 2, 1, break. Awesome. Last one, let's stand up. We're going to be doing some lunging, but if you watch me, we're going to go one leg first. So we're going to go back and then forward with the same leg. Back, forward. Halfway is where we switch and then do the other leg. 3, 2, 1. Let's lunge back. Same leg, lunge forward, back and forth. Watch your balance. Back and forth. I'll tell you at halfway, we'll switch which leg is planted. Good. Just keep yourself moving. All right, and switch, other leg. So you're just switching which leg stays planted. Good. Watch your balance. Make sure you're upright. We don't want to lean forward. Good. Hey, 5 seconds. 5 seconds, and we'll repeat from the beginning. 2, 1, pause right there. All right, back to the beginning. Mountain climbers, round 2. Easy enough. We want our heart rates up. 10 seconds to go. Catch your breath. So let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, mountain climbers. Non-stop, no reason to stop. As you do this as well, you can even engage your core on top of it a little bit extra. You can squeeze your core as you bring each knee up. But at least, let's get those knees going and get the heart rate higher. Good. Plant those palms into the floor, feel it in the shoulders. Good, almost there, come on. 5 seconds, that's it. 3, 2, 1, break right there. All right, moving through it. So, number 2, down to our Supermans with our arm sweep on our stomachs. Let's get ready. Almost there, about 5 seconds. Let's get on our stomachs. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lift and sweep. Touch behind your back, touch up in front of your head. Nice. This one might be a little tough to hold with your back and your glutes. If you need to break, drop down for about 3 seconds, but let's keep going. 15 seconds. Try not to stop. This is where you got to dig in. It's almost like holding a plank. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and break. Awesome. Moving on, hand release push-ups. Back to our chest with a little bit of back because we're going to be lifting our arms off the floor in 10 seconds. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, hand release push-ups. We'll go down, pick up the hands off the floor, and then push back up. Again, if this is tough, go for normal push-ups. Good. Once you get the rhythm down, you can even kind of up the speed a little bit. You can do them a little faster. Switch the angle here. Down, hands up, and push. Good. 12 seconds, come on. Almost there. Last 5, come on. In 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right, let's move to our last one for round 2 with our lunges up to our feet. Remember, you pick one leg, we go back and forward for half of it, and then we'll switch which leg. So I like to go right leg first is the one that's moving, and the left is planted. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lunge back, lunge forward, lunge back. Over and over. Good. I'll let you know when we get halfway. Almost there. And switch. Other leg. Good. Watch your balance. Good. Get a little bit of spring off of the floor. With that front leg, come up a little faster. Oh, pause there. Almost missed it. Stop there. All right. We are going to round 3. Almost done with this. Then we'll do a bigger break. 10 seconds. Back to the top with mountain climbers. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, mountain climbers. See if you can go faster than the first 2 rounds. Can you pick up the pace? You'll have to force it, but I think you could do it. Woo. Come on, keep it going. Remember, you get a bigger break after this round. Just past halfway. Got about 15 seconds. Keep it going, keep it going. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Moving to our Supermans with the arm sweep. So if you want to stand up like me to breathe, that's fine. Let's just try to be ready on the floor for Supermans in 6 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift and sweep. Hold those glutes. The glutes are tricky. You might not realize they're not really helping, so turn them on. Just keep breathing. Big deep breaths. Good. 15 seconds. Come on, do not drop. If you do drop, go back up in 3 seconds. Come on, last 5 seconds. That's it. In 3, 2, 1. Break right there. All right. Push-up time with our hand release. Everyone's favorite, push-ups. Okay, 10 seconds. Last time we're doing push-ups for this round. We do have a bit more coming up. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get those hands off the floor. Good. Find your rhythm and just keep going. Good. Almost halfway. That's halfway right there. Keep going. You can also do these from your knees, just like a normal push-up. If you go from your knees, you can do this too. Lift hands and pivot on the knees. Good. 5 seconds. That's it. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. Last part. We'll do a bigger break. I'll stop the timer. But let's get these lunges first. Get ready. We got 10 seconds. Take a deep breath. Make sure we have oxygen. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Back, forward with the same leg. Good. Stay nice and tall in your chest and your spine. Try not to hunch down and get small. Be really tall with this. Almost like you're going to take off of that foot like a rocket. You want to be tall. And switch. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, last 10 seconds. Keep going. And we can get some water. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Break right there. This is where you get a bigger water break. So I'll give it about a minute or so. Just enough time to grab some water. All right. So as you get your water, heart rate comes down just slightly. We're going to go into our second work set. We will be starting with plank jacks, and it will incorporate 4 exercises. If you don't remember what plank jacks are, in normal plank position, we're going to be jumping our feet in and out. Boop, in and out, in and out, just like a jumping jack. But instead of vertical, we're horizontal. So you're going to go quick. All right. So we'll go in about 5 seconds. I want to keep the heart rates up. In 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Plank jacks, 40 seconds. Find a rhythm that works for you. Find a pace. Be strong in the shoulders. And if these are a little tough on joints, you can do one leg at a time. And just go quick, one leg at a time. But if you can, let's go both legs. Again, Don't arch the back. Don't hunch it. Don't droop your hips. Nice and stable and straight. Almost there. 10 seconds. Come on. Heart rate's going back up. In 3, 2, 1. Let's break. Moving on to number 2. Again, we are back to push-ups. This time, though, we are going to go for a hold. So we will be going down. I'd like you to stop halfway, and I want you to hold it for as long as you can. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Halfway down and hold. The goal here is to stay up as long as you can, and when you fall, just go back to the beginning and redo it. It's going to be tough. You're going to use your back a little bit, and then fall when you can. Reset and hold again. Just hold. Our focus is on the hold. Your muscles are probably trembling, which is perfect. We want them to shake until it's too much. Come on, 5 seconds, that's it. 3, 2, 1, break right there. That one can be tough. Number 3, we'll go to our back. This is pretty popular. We're gonna do bicycles. Hands behind the head, and we're gonna be opposite elbow, opposite knee, twisting and crunching in 5 seconds, all right? Bicycles at your own pace, 40 seconds, and here we go. 40 seconds, just go. Good, keep those shoulders off the floor if you can. Good. The more you have those shoulders off the floor, the more you're going to engage your core. We don't want to be totally flat. So instead of being flat, pull those shoulders up, and then let's go. 12 seconds, come on. Good. In 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Let's break right there. Give our core some work. So for our last one, we're going to do a glute bridge, just like in warm-up, but now you're going to reach above you and try to tap the floor all the way above your head. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. So follow me if you need to. As we go up, we're going to touch way above our head. Boom. Back and forth. You can even look with your eyes to try and see where you're touching. Just get those hips up so that you can touch the floor. And we just go. Work on stability. Good. We're getting our shoulders up overhead. Good range of motion. And we got 5 seconds, almost there. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Let's pause. All right. A little variation on the glute bridge. So let's go back to the beginning with our plank jacks. 12 seconds from now. Catch your breath. 5 seconds. Back to plank jacks. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Plank jacks. Straight back. Nice and firm. Again, dig the palms in the floor and feel it in your shoulders. Just keep going. You got to dig in, right? We're all here to get tired. That's the point. No matter what, you'll feel fine in a few minutes. Come on, good. Last 12 seconds. That's easy. 5. Good. In 2, 1, break. All right. Back down to our push-up with the hold. That's the hard part. Hold in the middle. We got 10 seconds, so your goal is to hold as long as you can. Drop when you can't hold it. Get yourself back up and go again. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down halfway, hold. Think of something pleasant, something happy, and then fall when you can't hold it. Reset. Here we go. Come on, make the chest hold you there. Make your chest muscles hold you. Halfway. Good. So even if you can only hold for a second or even less than a second, if you can at least pause for a fraction of a second, that's what we want. 5 seconds left. Good. 3, 2, 1, break. Bicycles, stay down if you want. Get ready on our back. We still got 12 seconds. Good. Remember, shoulders up off the floor, and we're going to try and touch opposite elbow to opposite knee in 3, 2, 1, and go. Find your own pace, but keep moving. Good. Engage the core. Pretend you're riding a really big bike with your legs. Good. Halfway, keep going. If it's starting to burn, that's perfect. You'll primarily feel it up here in the upper abs. If you're feeling that, that is perfect. Keep going. We're almost there, actually. 5 seconds. Come on, dig it. 3, 2, 1, break. All right, stretch your tummy out. Oh, we're going to our glute bridges. We're going to work the opposite side now. Just don't forget to reach up above you. As far up as you can get. Almost there. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Glute bridges and reach. Good. As you reach that arm, you might feel a little more work in one glute than the other, and that's perfect. We're offsetting our balance. We're sort of making one work harder than the other each time we go up. Good. Just keep reaching. You got 15 seconds. No reason to stop on this one. Oh, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, break. All right, that was the second time through. We will go one more. Back to our plank jacks in 12 seconds. Grab a quick drink of water if you can. 3, 2, 1, down for plank jacks. Here we go. Hopping in and out, in and out. Strong in the shoulders, strong in the core. Tapping the toes, in, out, in, out. Good. And just dig in. If you're feeling tired, this is where you push it. You got to reach that barrier that's uncomfortable and try to go a bit past it. 10 seconds, that's it. Almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's break. Okay. I think you know what's coming next. Back to our push-ups. This one, the tougher one. We're holding. However much you can hold, let's hold. All right, you got 6 seconds. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. Push-up position, down and hold. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Just keep going. If you think you don't have any more, I bet you got a couple seconds more. Good. Start shaking. Start shaking. Drop. Come back to your knees. Reset. This one's tough. All right. This one's tough. Oh, you just got to keep trying. You only got 6 seconds. Finish up. Finish it up. Finish it up. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Go into bicycle. You got 16 seconds still. Walk it out. Take some deep breaths. We are almost there. We're about to finish the second block in 3, 2, 1. Bicycles. Here we go. Shoulders off the floor. That's our goal. If you need to stop, try to only stop for about 3 seconds and then come back in. Come on. Halfway, halfway. Come on. a 10 seconds, no dropping now, no stopping. Last 5. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Bicycles, done. Moving on, glute bridge and reaching up top. In 12 seconds. Woo. Hang in there, hang in there. We're almost done. We'll move on to our third block. In 3, 2, 1, glute bridge and reach. 1, 2. No need to even count how many you're doing. We're going for time. Good. Your goal here is to get those hips up as high as you can when you're reaching up above you. Don't let those hips sag. Use that glute to get that arm way up there. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. 12 seconds. Good. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Break right there. We're going to do a bigger break this time. Let's pause.
Workout complete.
All right. A bigger break this time. Let us get some water, grab a towel. We're going to keep going to our last work set. Woo. All right. If you got some sweat on you, well, that's a good thing. So moving on, as you sort of relax a little bit more, we are going to start in a downward dog, but we're going to add a jump to it this time. We're going to get a little bit of impact on our ankles. What we're looking for is a downward dog position. You can have some bent knees on this one. We don't want to go straight leg. Bent knee, because what we're going to do is basically pop our hips up towards the ceiling. Boom, boom. So you're just jumping up and down. Because of the nature of your head being upside down, you will get pretty tired on this one. But let's attack it in a fun way. Let's get tired and finish out this last work set. So I'll count you down. We're going to start with downward dog jumps. If you have trouble jumping on ankles, one of the options, if you want to, is you can just raise up like a calf raise. But if you can jump, let's jump. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's jump. Work on soft landing. See how high you can jump. Can you stay in the air a little longer? How do your ankles feel? How do your knees feel? And land with some grace. Land with your knees bent. Have some cushion in your ankles. Just keep jumping. This is a movement we rarely ever do in our lives. So it might feel a little strange, but I want you to just keep jumping through it. We have 10 seconds. Good. In 3, 2, 1. Break right there. Okay, we're not done with push-ups. We have more, but we're going to do it inside of a crawl. So just like top push-up, we're going to basically try and crawl a little bit, and then push up, crawl, push up. So if you don't have much room, maybe crawl in circles. And here we go. Let's go. See what you can work with here. If you can, you go opposite leg, opposite arm, push up, step the other way, back and forth. Just like if you were to crawl around your house, but the rule was you have to put a push-up in between it. So work with your space. You have halfway, 20 seconds. Keep going. You can even crawl backwards if you need to. Woo. Almost there, almost there. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's break. If that felt awkward, it is. It'll get easier. All right, Russian twist. Very classic movement. For our core, we're going to do it with no weight. I just need you to touch the ground on each side of you. We want to turn our shoulders, balance on our tailbone, on our hips. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Feet off the floor if you can. Balance on your hips and twist your shoulders and tap the floor. Now, if you can, I'd like you to keep your hands together so that you're not just taking one hand and doing it. Both hands makes you turn. Just balance and keep working. This is for control. If the balance is tough, you can try one foot on the floor, one heel, and then try to keep picking it up. See how it feels. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Let's break. All right. We're going to do a simple squat walk. We're going to go forward and backwards, which means get low in a squat. Simply walk forward, almost like a duck walk. And when you have no more room, walk backwards. Your only goal is to stay in a squat. In 3, 2, 1, get low, walk forward, small steps. Stay as low as you can, and then reverse. If you have very little room, you can even go 1, 2 forward, 1, 2 back. Whatever you can do, but forward and back. Stay on those legs, 20 seconds, stay on the legs. If you notice my back, try not to hunch it. Pull that back straight and use your legs to get low. Come on, 6 seconds, and then we restart from the beginning. 2, 1, and break. All right, I think what we'll do, perfect. All right, let's start back at the beginning. I'm looking at the time. All right, let's at least go through one more round. Back to the beginning, downward dog jump in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Downward dog jump. And maybe this time, maybe you can try to make a game out of it. How high, how long can you stand in the air? If you can kind of float in the air a little bit, then you're going to be working your upper body, your shoulders a little bit more. But if not, just keep bouncing, keep jumping. Good. 10 seconds. You can even switch up how fast you're going. You can do 10 seconds slow, 10 seconds fast. 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right. Coming up next is our push-up crawl. Again, if this is awkward, it should be. If you can't seem to get your hands and feet going the right way, again, just repetition. Your body will pick up on it. 3, 2, 1. Let's crawl with the push-up. Good. If you can go back, try it, but it can get pretty confusing. And again, if these are tough, go for normal push-ups. Maybe you can go from your knees, but we at least want to get a push-up. Halfway, keep going. Come on, 8 seconds, almost there. Last 5. In 3, 2, 1. There's the beep. Moving on, moving on. Russian twist to our bottoms. Shake your legs out, arms out if you want to right now. We've been on our shoulders quite a bit. We have 5 seconds. Remember to balance. Hands together, touch the floor. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If you can avoid it, try not to fall. And again, we want to move our shoulders, not just our arms. It's easy to just move the arms. You want your shoulders to face that way. Good. Come on, halfway. That is it. "12 seconds. Don't quit on me. Come on, we're almost to the end. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and break. Nice job, nice job. Those can start to burn, especially when we twist. But let's go to our last one again. Squat walk, forward and back. Small steps, but down low. And let's try to pay attention to our spine. Is it hunched or is it flat? 3, 2, 1. Let's get low. Flat back, start walking, small steps. You want the movement to come from your legs, from your hips. We shouldn't be using our back to initiate any kind of motion or movement. And you can take this slow, doesn't need to be fast. If they're burning, that's perfect. We want them to burn. You passed halfway. Come on. Almost there. Stick with it. Stick with it. 3, 2, 1. Break right there. All right. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to do one quick round, but we're only going to do the downward dog and the crawls. So let's leave out the last two, and let's just go pretty hard on these first two. Here we go. Downward dog. Good. Just keep jumping. I want you to feel these next two for a third time because they're a little awkward. I want you to be on your ankles a little bit more. And then with the push-up crawl, I want some of that coordination to fall into place. So let's keep going with the jumps though. Almost there. Come on, 10 seconds. Jump high, jump high. This is your last 5 seconds. How high can you get without doing a somersault? 2, 1, pause. All right, let's finish up with our push-up crawls. One final exercise. This one does test our coordination quite a bit. So that's why we want to do it again. So let's get ready. 5 seconds. Crawling with a push-up. 2, 1. Here we go. Try to work on opposite arm, opposite leg. And if that's pretty good, try to work on going backwards. That one, no matter what, it's going to feel a little more awkward. Almost like if you were Spider-Man, but trying to work out at the same time. Crawling across the floor, push up. Almost there, 8 seconds. We are going to be done after this one. So don't drop, don't drop. 3, 2, 1. There's the final beep, everybody. So pause there. Workout complete. Get a breath, get a towel. Let the air come back to you. And what we're going to do is as our heart rates come down, if you can stay for a couple of minutes, I'm going to go through a couple stretches on the floor. Uh-oh. All right. So let's get on one knee first. Let's not go all the way down. One knee. We're going to work on our hip flexor right here. You can almost think of it like the muscle connecting your leg to the upper half of your body. So we're going to go like a football stance, nice and tall. Hips go forward and slightly down, forward and slightly down. And it's right here. This whole front side, we're going to stretch. And if you want, on the same side, raise that arm all the way up. You can see how my backside almost makes a C. Almost. Can't quite get there. But hold this. And just relax. Come out of that slowly. Push with your front leg. And then let's switch that. Forward and down. Raise an arm. Hold it. Stretch the arm up high. All right, come back down with that one. All right. So let's go to our backs, and I think this would be the best view. We're going to lay down on our backs with our legs bent. Actually, let's sit up. Let's sit up with our legs bent, and we're just going to drop our hips to one side. So we want both knees to try and hit the floor. If you feel tightness in your hips, that's okay. You're just reaching the end range of motion. We're just going to sit in this. If you can, pop your chest out, get your back as flat as you can. And bring them up slowly. Reset if you need to and drop them to the other side. If your knees don't quite touch the floor, just get close. We just want to get in this position. Chest up and out and hold. Hopefully your heart rates are starting to come down. All right, bring that back up. We will do one more. One last one, we'll do standing. Very, very simple, but since we did a little bit of twisting, let's stretch the lateral side, the sides of our stomachs, our obliques. Spread your legs. We'll go one hand up, and we're going to basically lean our body over and have that arm follow. So as you can see, this whole side of my body is stretching. We're just going to hold that. And as we come out of this, I want you to picture pulling with that oblique that's being stretched. Engage it. You can even put your hand on top of it. Try to engage it and pull your body up that way. And we'll do it to the other side. Lean. Feel the stretch and hold it. Good. Same thing. Maybe grab that muscle, engage it, pull your body up. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining. I'm going to end it at this point. Always a pleasure on a Wednesday to have you come. Same time next week, I believe, similar HIIT class. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. There was a comment. If you can go into the comments, into the chat, and if you have a chance, answer some of those questions. We're just looking for a little bit of feedback on these classes. Otherwise, I'm going to end the recording. Thank you for showing up, and I hope to see you next week.